Well, this is going to be the last time we actually come to the story, but this will be a three-parter because we're taking on Chapter 13, Verse 1. You know, the one that everyone whined, bitched, and complained about. Everyone just cried and cried and cried about Chapter 13 because Noctis has no weapons.
Look at you.
And, well, I don't have any weapons, so let's just get the hell out of here. So we'll have to literally run to safety and outrun all the Snaga that's coming to kill you. Now, if you are a fool and try to, rush through the game, you'll be low level and all the Snaga will make short work of you. And you wouldn't have items because you were foolish enough to rush through the game. Yeah, this is the part where people complained. The Ring of the Lucii. In case anybody is wondering about the Ring of the Lucii, there is, at the first, only one way to kill enemies, and that is using the Ring's death spell in order to kill enemies that happen to be in front of you. Eventually, you'll get a counter move, and also, I think it was Artem. I'm not sure. I forgot the name of the move. But if you press the right bumper and Y at the same time, it's pretty much an instant death move for every enemy in the vicinity. The thing about the Ring of Lucii is it also takes up your MP. So you will have to actually have items on hand to restore your MP. Yeah, also you're going to be looking for switches here in order for you to proceed. But that switch is for another room. I have to actually go around and try to find it. Okay, there's another room around here somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's this way. Or no, it's not. Okay, I was blocked off. But whatever the case, folks. The thing about Chapter 13, people were scared that this was, or actually angry that this was a stealth section. Here is the problem. At first it was because the Ring of Lucii, the Lucii wasn't really that powerful. But thanks to Square Enix increasing the power of the Ring of the Lucii based off of your spirit and MP. Yeah, your spirit is magic, by the way. People didn't really think about that and probably did not actually get that node on the Ascension table. Otherwise, they would be incredibly strong with the Ring of the Lucii. Hey, I didn't either, and I found out about it, like, recently. But now, with the Ring of the Lucii being empowered, you don't have to sneak around, you don't have to use stealth. The only time you do is when you really need MP, and that's pretty much it. But the thing is, if you wear certain outfits, your MP will come back quickly. And plus, you also have items like elixirs that are around the area, so you'll be able to get your MP back no problem. And ethers too, let's not forget about those. If you stocked up on either, this entire area will be no problem at all. So I had to go around and try to find a reactor, and that, I mean, not a reactor, I meant the powers. Okay, what else was I trying to say? Oh yeah, the power switch to actually turn it on. Or should I say power generator to turn on the power switch to open the door. And I just did, and now we are going a little bit further into Zenigata's Keep. And I'm going to have to use this right here to open up... Oh, come on, damn it. I'm going to use this terminal to open up the rest of the doors in Zenigata's Keep so I can keep going. Yeah, it is a puzzle, but for the most part, it is a puzzle that has lots of intricate traps and things of that nature. And plus, you have random encounters. Wow, just wow, I didn't even have to focus on him in the Ring of the Lucii. I just killed him just like that. That's just sad. And now I have a holy attack, which is practically a counter-attack that I can use to protect myself. And again, this ring is based off of your spirit and magic. So with that said, if you manage to, oh, I don't know, increase your magic. Oh, and here's a place for you to sleep. Also, right next to it, there is an icon for you to actually change over to to verse 2, basically. In case verse 1 is too hard, which I am not doing. Now here's the thing that people don't understand. Verse 1, you could save only in restrooms. Verse 2, you can't save at all. As a matter of fact, you have to beat it with Ignis and Gladio, or you're gonna have to start the whole thing all over again from your last autosave, which was right before the path split. Yeah! People who bitched and complained about Chapter 3 did not think about that. Oh, Alteno, that's the name of the move. Oh. But we are in an area where it's full of enemies, and of course, this move comes into play and kills everything. And I lost a potion as a result. Stupid demons. But they're dead anyway. By the way, that move, Alteno, it has been beefed up. Instead of you, like, having to use it more than, like, about 5 or 6 times in order for you to actually kill something, all you have to do is increase your spirit and increase your magic, and just you eat like foods that will increase your magic and spirit, and then use that move against enemies as big as the Adamantoids. Dead. Every boss will die to this thing. It will die to that move if you actually power up your oh god, I forgot those things exist. And they're gone. But as I was saying, everything in the room just dies the moment you power that up completely. I mean, I haven't even activated that node in the Ascension table, which will actually increase your spirit by the number of levels you've gained. If I actually would have activated that node, which I probably will, you would see that the spirit which has gained tremendous amount of level.
How does it
and
feel to be powerless?
It would pretty much be one of the more... This ring would pretty much be one of the more powerful weapons in the game. And in case you want to recover on your MP like I'm showing you, you can just simply hide in the cracks. Back then, the Ring of the Lucii was not really that strong, and you had no choice but to hide. But here, not so much. I think it takes half of the MP that it used to back in the cut, because the Ring of the Lucii consumed a lot of MP in its first build. But everybody was worried about the stealth section. Now with the Ring of the Lucii being powerful, caution to the wind! Just throw caution to the wind, and oh look! Here's where the stealth section begins. You can use hide to keep yourself from being spotted. Here's the problem. Until your enemy is dead, you won't be able to access any rooms. And at the exact same time, if they see you going into a hiding place, you're a sitting duck, because their armor or their weapons can reach you. So, yeah. Oh, of course you tried to grab me. Why wouldn't you? Stupid jump scare.
Something off.
But everyone complained so much about this chapter. And in the end, they had a harder version created just because of the complaints. Which, the only thing I have to say is, if you have something legitimate to complain about this chapter, it would be best to just complain about the legitimate stuff, like any glitches or any stuff that would keep you from playing the game, as opposed to complaining on how hard a chapter is, when in fact you probably don't know the mechanics of a certain weapon you got. Now here's the thing. The only actual thing I can fault Square Enix is not telling people about the Ring of the Lucii. That is the only thing I can fault Square Enix for. And once again, you have a change station. I'm not changing the scenario. But again, these areas are for to save. Yeah, I could try to hide here, so nobody will know where I'm at. But there is one small little problem. Every time you try to hide into a tight spot... Oh yeah, I had to get the security card too. And of course, there is an enemy right there. And die. Thank you. As I was saying, every time you try to hide into a tight spot so nobody will find you, you end up jumping and alerting the guards. That is an actual complaint. Something that needs to be fixed. Like X should be your examine button, or Y since it doesn't do anything. But A is your examine button, and unfortunately, every time you examine, well, you jump. And that's the last thing you really need, is to actually jump when you don't want to. So, with all that said, all that's left now is for us to go through this dungeon. And all those guys are going to be waking up as soon as I try to come back here. Let's see, where are you supposed to be? Ooh! I found myself a Mega Elixir. Nice. See, this is what I'm saying. Everyone complained about this, yes, there was a lot of... Oh, wait, there's Prompto. Oh, God! Well, that would catch you off guard. Definitely, if you try to, go after Prompto. You have to be careful of those shock troops. They will explode. And if you're at a low level, that's instant death, by the way. Because I do believe it takes about 2,000 to 3,000, and if you're at a low level and not paid any attention to your ascension table, which most of the people who complained about this being hard did, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you, they did that. Oh, cool, Axeman right behind me. And die. Thank you. I think we got one more. Nope, we got two more. There we go. That's the holy attack, by the way. And bear in mind that also takes energy too.
Key. Data retrieved.
Ooh.
Security clearance level.
I'm gonna have to get security clearance. So that's gonna be our next trick, to get security clearance and make sure that we get a security. Get enough security for us to go further within the keep.
Nice.
Alright, we've got security clearance too.
Level 2. Access to level
But it won't
2
be as
zone
easy as
authorized.
finding security clearance. Well, it won't be easy to find security clearance 3 through 5. And all you need to do is swipe it once, and from there you can just go to any room that is a level, well, the level that has been upgraded to. That's basically what it is. But as I was trying to say, I know I'm jumping from subject to subject, and I apologize. The fact that people think that this area is hard, and because of the fact that they jump through levels, or should I say jump through the story without playing all the side quests, I do know that game journalists do this because they have a deadline for a review. But even then, they shouldn't have a deadline for a review if they actually take the time to play the game.
Must be feeling the heat right about now.
But that's how they do. And when game journalists have a deadline to play some games so they can get a review on the day that it's released, which is odd because they get a promotional copy a whole month to 2 weeks before it's released.
Damn it! It won't budge.
And of course, there's Prompto right there, and I found him. Unfortunately, I need to find a way to get to him. And of course, this is where yeah, that guy just collapsed and died. I'll be picking this up here. And what you need to do is go this way. And I don't think about it because I think that there's some other treasure around here. That's basically what I'm looking for, is treasure and also stuff to pick up. I mean, actually, that is a pretty good thing to find. I guess this will work. Or, oh man, I ran out of that. Damn it. Shit, that could have actually helped me out with the Ring of The Lucii, but oh well. I'm just gonna boost magic. But a Magitech core is something that you could actually use for your spells. Oh, and by the way, you won't be able to open those doors either until you get security clearance 3.
Data retrieved. Security clearance level.
It'll take
2.
me a while to actually think of where to go. Just give me a while. But at the same vein, I'm just going to explain to you that through the entirety of part 84 all the way to the finale, we basically have quests, hunts, and also Piteos done. Oh, that was something I missed. I knew that was something I missed. And I'm not thinking. I really am not thinking. So, if you excuse me, I'll be right back. But before I do, yes, there's going to be quests and hunts. And it's going to take up the majority of the playthrough. But things will be actually quicker than expected. And I'll be right back to explain more. And I am back. It took me a while to actually realize where I needed to go. But, yeah. We need to go right here and through that shallow hole in the wall. But as I was saying, yes, there's going to be hunts, and I'm going to squeeze them between several parts because of one thing and one thing only. Well, that's after I do verse 1 of chapter 13. And the only reason why it's going to take me a little bit less time to squeeze all the hunts in, because a new update came to where you can only get about 10 hunts at a time. Instead of actually doing all the hunts at once, they limit it to 10 hunts at a time. And that's actually pretty helpful. And now we've got ourselves, what the fuck is that? I can't see the name nor can pronounce it, but it doesn't really matter. It's an arachnid type monster. It needs to die. Oh crap. It's got electric spears everywhere. And I am literally draining my MP here. Okay. I might need to use Holy just to survive this. And... aw. Let's just use this instead. Alright, this is actually helping. Because I guess the other verb I put in there actually wore off. But it actually killed it. It killed it dead. So now let's go through this area here. I think it's right here, yes. Let's shimmy through. Okay, shimmy! Damn it, stop jumping! Thank you. I really wish they fixed that. That is rather annoying. I've said that in every part that this has happened. Alright, let's talk to Prompto.
Another trick. Back to square one.
If it hasn't been established already that Arden's a dick, that pretty much set the tone of how much of a dick he can be. So now we've got clearance to floor or any rooms that's like level 3 as of now. And I'm just checking to see if there's any items in them. Items! Awesome. Pretty sure one of these doors have a demon behind them. I'm more than sure. I'll be picking this up. And let's see, I think it'll be this one right here that has demons. I knew it! Called it! Called it right then and there. I think there's another one around here somewhere.
Are you certain it wasn't the real?
Ah, no, they aren't. Good. And of course, Arden being the troll that he... Oh, right. Soldier. Dead. Die. Gone. The funny thing is, there's something that people don't notice. You don't get experience points for after every kill, unlike with the other chapters. Actually, that's because all the experience will come after you complete the chapter, which, by the way, we won't be doing until the next 2 parts. We'll continue on with verse 1 of chapter 13 in part 85. This is RFman 985. See you guys next time.